Months of blood, sweat, and beer is almost at an end. Live from New York City, everybody welcome to the 2020 National Drinking League Combine, powered by Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
The wait is over. The time is now. It is time for the 2020 National Drinking League Combine. Hi, I'm Tim Goldberg.
And I'm Hall of Famer and six-time NDL champion, Charles Oakman. And the talent continues to get better every single year. Let's take a look at some of our top prospects.
Colt Davis, Maryland University. Colt Davis is the current favorite to go first overall in this year's draft. This phenom has been drinking since age 12 and has never been defeated.
By anyone.
That's right. And now it's time for the NDL player bio, brought to you by our sponsor, Advil, for all of your hangover needs. I've been drinking pretty much my whole life. When I was born, they didn't have any baby formula, but my dad was sipping on a Miller High Life, champagne of beers. I just kept grabbing for it, so he gave it to me, and I finally shut up. And as they say, the rest is history. Here are many of my drinking accolades that I've won over the years. This baby right here is my favorite. I won it for winning the Under-21 National Beer Pong League back in '03. If you ask me, Colt, do you drink? I'd be like, is a bear Catholic? Does the Pope shit in the woods? Because the answer is yes.
That Colt Davis is an absolute man rocket, folks. You gotta love the confidence that just radiates off the guy. Now let's go on to meet our second prospect, Fowler Vanderbilt. Fowler Vanderbilt. The U. What's up? Didn't know you guys were coming yet. You early? Nah? Alright, well, let me show you where the magic happens, alright? Besides the pound court, this is where the magic happens. 4-time, 100 most wanted MVP. Had to get this bad boy replaced a couple weeks back. Apparently 4 chicks on the bed at one time is over the weight limit or something. Wednesdays, man. Fat chick day.
Charles, it seems that Vanderbilt needs to get his head out of the broads and more onto the game. But man, is he handsome.
Anyway, let's move on to our third prospect, John Stamos Jr.
John Stamos Jr.? Homeschooled. Look, I know what everyone's thinking. My dad's John Stamos, and he was 2-time NDL champion, and he was voted sexiest man alive in 2008, but it's not like this was handed to me. I really love to drink. As long as it's not beer, though. I hate beer. I hope we get to play with White Claws. And I can't even believe that Stamos Jr. is in the conversation, considering the sheer competition this year. But crazier things have happened in March.
Tim, I am getting word from the producers that this is actually happening.
Well, that just goes to show it, folks. People will do anything for good ratings. Just look at The Bachelor. Let's go and meet our final prospect.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Thank you, Charles.
Shawn Michaels, Stevens Institute of Technology. I guess you could say professional drinking runs in the family. My grandpa was the #1 pick to the Kansas City Cosmopolitans back in 1973. My life kind of changed when I was 6, though. My dad was finally entering the draft after spending a few years in the minors, and he was the #1 projected overall pick by a mile. He's the best prospect they've seen in years. But in the beer pong finals, he missed a redemption cup that dropped him to 5th overall. Our mom left for the guy that was drafted #1. Ever since then, I made it my life mission to finish what he started. I'm going #1. I'm gonna do it for you, Pops.
Well, that's just heartwarming stuff, isn't it, Charles?
Indeed it is.
Kind of reminds me of myself back when I was on the Daytona Drinkers. I think he could go pretty far.
Indeed he can. We'll have to see where he stands after the first couple of events.
And let's take it away down to the field.